Where are you going, Kiana? It's here. You silly girl. Scheme, baby. Meeting up with my friend at the carpool lot, basically, so that we can ride together, not both have to drive into the mountains. I love that they have these carpool lots here in Denver because, like, literally, why would we both drive? We're going to the same place. I'm like trying to vlog more.
Where we make space and ease our frustrations. Continuation for days and days and
oh my god. Yay! Isn't it just beautiful? It's so perfect. Your camera out and ski. That is not me.
no explanation needed. We just understand what we mean. If only through pictures and memes. Years together run deep.
Earlier this year, I decided that yellow cars were going to be a sign that I'm on the right track. Now, what does that actually mean? Because I feel like earlier this year, I was having like a bit of an existential crisis, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to scale my business and what strategy that I wanted to do. And I just didn't really know 100% exactly what direction that I wanted to go in. And so in my woo-woo way, right, I was talking to the universe being like, okay, I think I'd just gotten back from a hike and saw a yellow car. And I was like, that's weird because I never, and I mean never, see yellow cars here in Denver or in Colorado in general. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, there are tons of yellow cars everywhere. Where it was different when I went to El Salvador, there were yellow cars actually everywhere, but not super common here in Colorado. And I really just needed a sign to make sure that I was going in the right direction. And so I said, okay, universe, if I see a yellow car today, that means I'm going in the right direction. I actually did not see a yellow car that day at all. It was kind of demoralizing. I was like, oh my God, I guess we're not going in the right direction. And the funny thing is, I really wasn't. Like, I was doing everything else but the thing that I knew I actually needed to do. And a lot of the time you have to go through the breakdown in order to have the breakthrough. I finally kind of went through this breakdown. I was just being really honest and real with myself, saying, knowing what direction I actually needed to take and finally hiring a coach to get me there. And it's crazy because after that, I swear every single day since then, I've seen at least 3 yellow cars. Like, no joke. Every single place. And I tell people all the time, I see yellow cars everywhere. And it's so funny because everyone's like, no, I don't see them anywhere. I'm like, nope, look, there's a yellow car. There's a yellow car. I'll be walking my dog down the street and I'm like, oh, look, yellow car. Driving down the highway, oh, 3 yellow cars. It's the wildest thing. And now I see them everywhere, but it's also because my attention is on that. So I even think about it when I was looking for properties to buy, my very first property in New Orleans, Louisiana. At first, I couldn't find anything. Nothing really made sense. Once again, I'm really not very good at makeup. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I just do it and look somewhat decent, and that's all I care about. But when I was originally looking at properties, or when I first started looking at properties, I couldn't really find anything until I really started looking for them. And so it's the same thing now, how I'm feeling, because, you know, I have this big goal to reach $1 million this year in my business and even in personal revenue as well. And so instead of being like, money is so hard to come by, I am never going to reach this $1 million mark, like, well, it's going to be really hard. Instead, I've shifted my mindset to be like, money is just as available as yellow cars are. Money is literally everywhere like these yellow cars are. And now being able to shift my attention and focus on the fact that money is actually everywhere, just the same way that yellow cars are freaking everywhere. It's crazy because now there are so many new income portals coming my way that I'm like, wait, what? Because, and the crazy thing is, this is actually like neuroscience. Because the reticular activating system, also known as your RAS, or RAS, I don't actually know which one people use, it becomes more attuned to the thing that you focus on, making you just so much more likely to actually notice it in your surroundings and in the future. So the same way with yellow cars, the same way with more clients, the same way with more income portals, when I start to focus on the fact that they are everywhere and they are completely available to me, they actually become that, because my RAS, my RAS, right, is actually noticing that, and it sees the opportunity everywhere versus being like, it's so hard to come by clients, or it's so hard to find a deal, or it's so hard, la 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 la. When you shift it, and you actually and genuinely start to think and believe that it is everywhere, you start to notice that it actually is. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's so crazy. And it's so fun playing around with it with something so simple like yellow cars. Because then once you get good at playing around with it on small things, you can start to apply it to the much bigger things. Okay, so I am going to show you this right now. I will see at least 3 yellow cars on this walk. And I'm going to record them, okay? I know for sure that I will see at least 3 yellow cars. Just watch. No, I'm not gonna be going on like a crazy abnormal walk where I have to go out of my way to go find them, okay?
In the glow of fire screens, it's a party inside.
I feel like a question that's like really common for people to ask is like, when is enough, right? And so I'm listening to this podcast episode right now, actually, with Alex Hormozy, and he goes, happy but not satisfied. And I relate to that so much because I genuinely enjoy my life. Like, I think my life is fabulous. I've lived an incredible life. I always say that if I had to die tomorrow, I would have no regrets. I feel like I've truly lived a phenomenal life, and I'm really happy with my life, but I'm never fully satisfied. I feel like if you're fully satisfied all the time, you're never going to want to grow, and you're never going to want to change, and you're never going to want to be better. And as humans, it is so normal for us to want to strive for more and to be better, because when we stop striving, we stop learning, we stop growing, and that's when we die. So happy but not satisfied, content but not satisfied. I think that is such a great perspective to have. That's like, do you see right there? Yellow car. Okay, do you see the 2 yellow cars there? Like, oh my god. 2 freaking yellow cars. They're very different cars, but 2 yellow cars right there. Okay, so I just went to go pick up a friend who a tree branch literally fell on top of her car and smashed her car just while she was driving. Crazy stuff. Mercury's definitely still in retrograde. But the crazy thing is, I've been driving, I just dropped her off at Enterprise so that she could go get a rental car. Now, the crazy thing is that drive from her house to Enterprise to rent the car, I saw 5 yellow cars. 5 freaking yellow cars. How is that even possible? I was just like, they're everywhere, and I wanted to record it, obviously, but didn't want to like whip out. My camera was in my purse, so didn't want to fumble with that while I was driving, obviously. But isn't that insane? 5 yellow cars. I wish I could have recorded it so I could just be like, see, they're freaking everywhere. And it's like, when you're like specifically looking and trying to focus on it, you're not going to see it. But then if you trust the universe and you trust that it's around, but you cognitively know that they're everywhere, you'll see them everywhere. It's wild. I literally drove into this parking lot so I could show you another yellow car. Oh man. Okay, so this outfit is super cute. Like, okay. This is a very Olivia outfit right now. Like, usually probably not even with the hair up, but we like it. She's adorbs. And whenever I feel like I'm dressed really cute, even if I just plan on working all day, like today's a Saturday, but I am mainly just going to be working, I've got things I need to get done, I like to go do it out in public. Like, I like to just be out in the open and also share my cute outfit, you know? So we're going to go do that right now.
Tell you all my secrets, it's safe to keep them. Sharing our dreams and the whys and reasons. Since our last conversation, my girl's been waiting. And we update them, they're my salvation.
Good morning. We are off to Austin today, so I'm gonna take you along with me. Now it is literally, oh my god, 3:45 in the morning. Why I decide to fly this early is still questionable to me. But we're here and we're gonna get there. Honestly, I do know the reason, so that I can get there and actually sit down and get some work done. So here we go. Currently 4:30 in the morning. The Uber is picking me up, or no, it's 4:20 right now. The Uber is picking me up in 10 minutes. So I'm kind of rushing here, but that's okay. I know I will get there on time. Plus I made sure to call the Uber a little bit early, honestly, just because I know that I did not want to do that. I know that every once in a while when you get to the airport, especially the Denver one, it may take a little longer, even though TSA pre-check is long, just taking the shuttle. So I honestly called my Uber for earlier than I needed to. I'm usually the kind of girl that will show up like when the plane is boarding. I've only missed my flight once, to be fair, and this is over like 10 years, more than 10 years. So yeah, I definitely live life on the edge a little. So I'm just keeping you guys posted about this $1 million journey of mine. We closed out last month, so that's March, with $17,000 cash collected, which I think is pretty decent. It's definitely, I feel like I could have done better, but that's okay. I've been looking a lot more into my astrology and how this year is supposed to go for me. And this year is really the year of building the foundations, building the blocks for longer term wealth and longer term structure and consistency. Basically, like, I'm not building, and which is so crazy because I even came to this conclusion earlier this year without even knowing like my astrology and what I wanted to do this year. I'm not building this just for like random cash injection. Like, I'm building a long-standing business that I'll be able to run for many, many years. And I'll be able to help people for many, many years. This isn't just like a side hustle that I'm doing for a few months or for a year. So because of that, I'm having to put in a lot more robust systems than if this were supposed to just be this one-off random side hustle. And so the $17K cash collected, this is not from any of my real estate. My real estate's separate. This is from my coaching business or any social media partnerships or anything like that that I'm doing that's outside of real estate investing. And so that is what I want to do $1 million worth of cash collected for. But so yeah, I hired a coach. I should probably finish putting this on before talking to y'all. But yeah, so I hired a coach to help me who has essentially created the same type of business that I want to create within my coaching program, because that's really what I want to scale, because that's where I feel like I have the most impact. And when I really sat down to think about what my purpose was here and why I even wanted to scale it, that was the one that really just called to my soul. You know what I mean? Versus doing brand partnerships or anything like that. But I was legitimately put on this earth to coach, to inspire. So I'm so glad that I'm actually doing that with my life. Pretty cool. It's crazy because when you look at my astrological charts and stuff, I know we're getting kind of woo here. I was 100% not meant to be working in a corporate job, like straight up. I was not put on this planet or this earth to do that, which is so insane. And my charts even show me that and say that to me. You know, a lot of people don't believe in astrology and they don't believe in the charts. And my thing is if it helps you and if it helps you understand yourself, why not believe it? Take what you can from it, right? The thing about all of these things is nothing's going to be 100% accurate. And all we're really trying to do is glean as much information as we possibly can about our lives to make sense of it. And so if this helps you make more sense of it, why not? But yeah, so my charts also have, so when I look at my transits and my astrological charts, it shows that this year, especially the beginning of the year, I have some sort of an existential crisis, which I definitely did as I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my program. And then I spend the next few months really just like really becoming the woman I'm supposed to be in order to build real wealth. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. Yes, I did my blush and I did my highlighter. I think we're good. We're good to go. Yes, I do have a ridiculous amount of yellow things. think I've got everything. I love my beige luggage set. It's so cute. Uber is here. I am late, but time to go. Honestly, it literally took about 2 minutes to get through security. Gotta love having both pre-check and clear, because I honestly don't think I could date someone who didn't have it, aka I would make sure that they got both TSA pre-check and clear, because there is no way I'm waiting through long lines. But we are ahead of schedule. Honestly, too early. I should have left about 15 minutes later, but that's okay. We're gonna come here and sit at the gate.
We're a circle of medicine that takes. It's a party inside. Sometimes you need solutions, and sometimes it's just a vibe in group chat therapy.
So remember when I said I was way too early, like 50 minutes early? That's actually a lie. My gate was on the very far side of the terminal, and so I'm getting here literally right when we're about to board. So perfect timing. Okay, so I made it to Austin. Finally, I slept the entire way on the flight. It was a 6 a.m. flight. We left at 6:30, arrived here at 9:30, something like that. But there was no one on this flight. I think it was barely half full, so I had the whole row to myself, lay my booty down, and slept the entire time, woke up when we landed. It was perfection. And so now I'm here at the proper hotel. We've got bougie water. We are doing some work. I just know the reason I wanted to do this and get here early is I just know that when my friends do get here and they're off of work, there's gonna be no time to get anything done, and I'd rather just like sit here, get situated, knock some stuff out, and then go meet up with everyone. But right now I am implementing new processes and systems, because the thing that I've really realized about building a $1 million business is processes and systems. You need a repeatable process and system, and you need to be tracking things in order to build a $1 million business. You can't just keep throwing crap at the wall, because this also helps you realize like where your holes are and where like what you're not crushing it on, essentially. So that is what I'm putting in place. This is the unsexy work of entrepreneurship. Building a business is the processes and systems, but it's so important so that you can scale, because it'd be so much worse to just scale a crap ton and it just be a complete mess on the back end. And so what I'm doing is pulling back a little, putting in the system so that when we do pop off, we scale in the best way possible. And this also allows me to hire different people to come in and it not just be a total mess. So here we go.
No explanation needed, we just understand what we mean. If only through pictures and memes.
Okay. Say hi.
What's up? We are here in Austin, Texas. We're gonna go around, do everything. Yeehaw.
Yeah, we will. See, also, this place is yellow, like everything that I own. How fabulous. Beyonce is jealous?
Yeah, she's singing all of her, like, some of her songs. I didn't bring a shirt. Should I grab a shirt?
No, you're fine.
Hold on, but like, oh, look how pretty they are.
I know, I want to tour them. I don't know if it's 15 million pretty though.
But you know,
Right? That's what I was saying.
I thought it was.
We're vlogging.
We're gonna be trying not to shit our pants today. Bathroom was locked. It was 300,000.
Going to the discotheque, getting high and getting right. I don't wanna go to school, I just wanna break the rules. I don't wanna go to school, I just wanna break the rules. Boys and girls across the world, partying on our house and shit. Going to the discotheque, getting high and getting right. I don't wanna go to school, I just wanna break the rules. My little safe haven of conversation, where we make space and ease our frustrations. Continuation for days and days, and I can just say it, no explanation needed. We just understand what we mean, if only through pictures and memes. Years together run deep in the glow of our screens. It's a party inside. Sometimes you need solutions, and sometimes it's just a vibe in group chat therapy.
Feeling tonight, I know how we can win life. When I look in your eyes, and you're holding me tight. You tell my senses tonight.
Here's the thing. 100K really isn't that much. And I know you might be like, excuse me, what? And maybe you're on the other side of things where you're like, yeah, it's really not that much. But after making $130,000 in my corporate job, I thought that I was going to be living large. I thought I was going to have so much excess of money that I'd be able to spend, and I'd be able to travel and do all the things that I wanted to. But then I realized how fast 100K actually goes. And this is like if you're putting money in savings, if you're putting money towards your 401k, if you're paying rent, all of these stuff. I was like, how is so much of my paycheck going towards rent, going towards bills, going towards taxes? It blew my freaking mind. And so 100K really isn't that much. And now as someone who's made many six figures in my business and in real estate, it's just another confirmation that 100K is not that much. And you have to get to the point where you can normalize an income level, right? And see that it's not that much, especially if you're trying to reach the next income level. So as you know, like right now, I'm really striving towards making $1 million in active income. So I also have to preface this because I'm not counting any of the income that comes from my real estate. I want to make $1 million in active income this year. That is my goal. But what I realized is I kind of like put $1 million on this pedestal. I was like, oh my gosh, $1 million, that's so much, right? But also it's crazy because now talking to people, like I surround myself with a lot of multimillionaires now. Now talking to a lot of people who've made many millions of dollars, they're like, yeah, $1 million is not that much. And so now it's like I'm rewiring my brain to see this $1 million as not that much, so that when I reach it, I also know and realize like it's not that much, because I know I'm always going to be reaching and striving for new income levels, because for me it's fun. Like I love making money. If you're trying to get to a new level, new income level, you have to normalize it and you have to get around other people where that is their norm. But okay, let's head to the mountains right now. It's like a Thursday morning. I was supposed to leave about an hour ago, but I was just doing some work and social media stuff. So heading over now. The beauty of working for yourself. You get to plan your time and your day. Yeah, this is what you need. This is what brings joy. This is why I moved back to Colorado.
It's safe to keep us sharing our dreams and the whys and reasons. Since our last conversation, my girl's been waiting. And we update them, they're my salvation. When I wanna break down and crash out, they won't. That's what friendship's about.
So beautiful. Gosh, I love it here. Come on up. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, kids. Where'd you go? Where are you going? Come here. Oh my goodness. Just a cute. Really is no other true feeling like freedom. Like being, like, it is a Thursday right now. A Thursday at 11, I think it's 10:30 right now. Thursday at 10:30. And I can just go on a hike because I want to, because I really felt like it, and it's going to snow tomorrow, and I want to take advantage of this. And that is the beauty of real estate investing and doing your own things. Like, I think some people don't really care about freedom, but there's some of us here who do. And it's, at least for me, it's such like a big core pillar of why I'm meant to be on this earth, is for freedom and to show other people that they can be free as well. But there are some people who don't really care about that, and I just don't really understand that. Really. But yeah, like, if I'd have to take vacation to go just like on a beautiful little hike on a Thursday morning. Oh, it's so beautiful out. So beautiful. So this is why I rave about real estate investing. This is why I rave about entrepreneurship. Once again, I don't think everyone is supposed to be an entrepreneur, like a full-time entrepreneur, but I do believe that most people are meant to be real estate investors and to own real estate and to have passive income and to not only be dependent on their corporate jobs to survive. Like, I think it's just so necessary, especially in today's economy. Like, you need to diversify your income. You need to diversify your assets. There is no other way. It really is. You also have to really want it. Someone actually posted on my Threads post today, and I posted something about NACA, and they were like, NACA changed my life. This is someone I don't even know on the internet. It was like, NACA changed my life, but you have to really want it. Like, you have to really know that you want it and go for it. Because yeah, when you really want something and it's something out of the ordinary, you are going to hit some roadblocks, but you have to have the tenacity. You have to know deep down in your soul that this was meant for you and go after it with full force. And this is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing right now to my $1 million goal too. But before we get started, if you are the kind of woman who has done everything right on paper, but still feels like there is something missing. Maybe you've built the career or you've collected the accolades. Maybe you've even started investing in real estate or you've built a business, but deep down, you know you were meant for something more expansive, more aligned, and more you. Then this is your sign, because for the first time ever, I am launching Leap Year. This is my year-long high-touch mastermind for women who are ready to take bold steps towards the life they actually want. Now, we focus on real estate investing, we focus on business building, we focus on wealth strategy, but more importantly, we focus on personal alignment and full body freedom. And yes, this will include a luxury retreat in Italy. Now, this is the only international retreat we're going to be doing over the next year. This is for the woman who's no longer available for burnout, who wants to scale their income and her joy, who's building her next chapter on purpose and not by default. Now, spots are extremely limited. There's literally only 10 spots available, and one of them has already been taken, and I haven't even posted it anywhere yet. And everyone who joins is vetted to ensure the energy in the room is potent. So if you are ready to leap, if you know this is your time, if you are ready to come spend time with me in Italy in May of 2026 and just be in a room, spend the year around people leveling up their lives in an aligned way. This is not about door count or just hitting 7 figures or multiple 6 figures for the sake of it. This is about building an incredibly big, beautiful, aligned business and life. Doing it in a way that feels true to you and to your soul. So if you feel like this is you, make sure to apply using the link in the show notes or DM me the word mastermind on Instagram and I will send you the link to apply. I'll be reviewing applications throughout August and then the mastermind starts in September. So get your application in now and I'll be in touch.